Hello everyone, good evening. I just wanted to come on here and do a protein pudding and an iced coffee. Even though it's late, I'm gonna make one because I just feel like it. So whatever. So I started actually doing a video, but then I had to delete some stuff off my phone because I have way too much stuff I gotta go through and just delete everything. So anyway, not delete everything, but some of my older stuff. So anyway, what I had done is I put a vanilla cake batter, 310 shake with a cup of the silk coconut in there, and I mixed that, and then I took some of the sugar-free vanilla instant pudding and put it in there to make a protein pudding. And I'm gonna put some of my Hershey's chocolates in there just to mix them in just a little bit, and then I'll put some on the top later. Okay, so we're gonna do this again. Hopefully it'll go for a while because I did delete some things. So I just have to do that more often with my phone, especially now that I'm like creating a lot more videos and stuff for you guys. So I'm gonna try to back this up a little bit so you guys can see a little bit better. There we go. All right, so what I'm gonna do is I have to use my Ninja blender, and I'm at my table and I had to plug this part in, and it's not long, so I'm gonna have to hold it on my leg for a minute just to blend this because I got to get a smaller blender that has a longer cord because this thing has a really short cord. I like using it, but it just has a short cord. So anyway, I'm going to blend the rest of this together. It's going to be a little loud for a second. Hold on. That should be good. All right, so now that should be blended together. Yep, it is. And then I'm gonna take my spoon here, and I got a bowl. It's probably too big, but it's okay. It's a bowl. That's all that matters. So, and this got really thick, like probably thicker than I wanted it. But hey, pudding's supposed to be thick anyway, right? So, but now I know I can put a little less pudding and stuff in there the next time. So kind of gotta like just figure it out after a while. I think what I'm gonna do is just put a smidge more of the milk in there and mix that around just for a second here, guys. Sorry. Hope you guys are all having a good day or good evening. I watched Oki earlier. I did a video with her. I'm sure you guys saw it. I do a lot of videos with her too. She's my almost 2-year-old granddaughter that I watch now because the older girls are in school now, so we go and pick them up later, of course. But I kind of wanted to do like, because I've done a lot of videos for you guys for like the protein puddings and stuff like that. If you guys want to comment on my shakes, or if you like any of the stuff that I make, that would be awesome. Or you can even share it with other people. So if they want to learn how to do different protein shakes or know different shake mixes you can try, like 310, or I do like the Equate, or just all different ones. If you've watched my videos, you'll see different ones that I've made. And I try to make my own concoctions kind of in a way, like how I mix like different chocolate chips and different things in it. Sometimes I'll put chia seeds in it, that kind of thing. But this time I put a little bit too much of the instant pudding. I put almost the full box, where with this kind of shake mix, the 310, I'm thinking I only need to put like maybe like 2 tablespoons of it instead of like a half a box or whatever. So it's very thick, but that's okay. You live and learn, right? Next time I'll put less pudding in there. So I'm gonna put this in there. It's really thick. I can actually thin it out later, but for right now, because I want to do my iced coffee, we'll just put this in here for now. We'll call it good. Get that in here. I kind of wanted to come on here tonight and do something a little different. I always do my shakes and my protein puddings and stuff like that, but kind of wanted to do a Q&A like thing and just let you guys know like a little bit more about me and stuff too. Well, you already know that I'm, a grandma, a mom, a wife. I'm 53. I'm going through menopause. I'm sure I've said that. That's why I like lose my mind sometimes, and I'm like, where's this? Where's that? So just bear with me there. This is good enough. So I'll fix this later. I'll put it in a smaller bowl and stuff like that. So anyway, we have that done. What I was going to ask is, like, what is everybody's, if you want to comment or whatever later, because I'm just doing the video, I'm not doing a live. Like, what's everybody's favorite color or colors? My favorite color is red and black, actually. I kind of need a napkin. Honey, can you go get me a napkin? My husband's here, so I'm actually having him help me. He usually isn't here to help me, but I'm kind of behind my dining table right now, so it's kind of hard for me to, like, go anywhere while I'm doing the video. Because I got a new tripod and new lighting and stuff, so I'm trying it in different spots in my kitchen. And plus, like I said, I had to have a plug that would plug in my Ninja thing, and it's not very long, so I kind of had to improvise. So anyway, I got my nice new cup, and my daughter laughed at me because of what it says, because on my last video I won't actually say it, but it actually says the sweetest bitch you'll ever meet. Because I will swear. I mean, I'm not, you know, like, oh, I don't swear or whatever. If you ask my kids, I'm kind of like a hidden sailor, like, you know how sailors swear or whatever. What is it? I have a potty mouth, sometimes my husband says, but not always, but sometimes I do. If you know me, you know that I do. But I just thought this was a really cool cup because it's kind of true, like, you know, and it's got a really cool design on it, and, you know, I like it. So anyway, I'm going to make an iced coffee because I just feel like it tonight because it's been a day. So I'm actually going to just use my, Chad, hubby, you need to do one more thing. I need the water. Okay, so it's still going. I'm just making sure my video's still going because I really need to, like, go through my phone and, like, delete a bunch of stuff because I'm losing storage, basically. So I do so many videos and stuff, I don't realize or remember to, like, delete stuff. So anyway, I needed my water here. And what I'm going to do is, oh gosh, I need one more thing, hubby. I need one more spoon, and then you can be done. He's like, yeah, right. He knows me by now. Like I always tell him right now, my menopause brain. It's like a trip sometimes. Okay, thanks, hubby. Okay, anyway. So what I'm going to do is I have some ice in here. This is about a 20-ounce glass, I think. 20 ounce or so. So what I'm going to do is, since it's later, I'm only going to use, like, about a tablespoon of this in there. Sometimes I'll use 2 or whatever, but it's later, so I probably better not. And then what I do is I just put about, I'd say about, not quite halfway up, about 6 ounce, 8 ounce in there. And then I have my handy dandy mixer here, and I'm gonna mix that up because it's an instant iced coffee, Folgers, but it actually mixes up quite well. All you need to use is like a frother, or you can just use a spoon too, but this tends to, like, mix it a little bit easier. So yeah, like that. So, and so I got that out of the way, and this was the iced coffee, the Folgers. And then I'm going to take a little bit of my Skinny Sauce salted caramel. I should have put that in first, but I'm just going to kind of put it inside a little bit on the sides here, just to give a little bit of that caramel flavoring in there. Okay. And actually, I'll use a little extra of my salted caramel sugar-free Torani, but I'll put that in my creamer. Because if you know me too, and you've watched me, I usually take a cup, and I'm going to get a different frother too at some point too, but I'm just using half and half tonight. Sometimes I'll use a sugar-free creamer or whatever, but I'm going to just use half and half. I'm going to do about a tablespoon to 2 tablespoons of that. Just do you however much you guys like to do. I'm going to put a little bit of the caramel in there. And it's the sugar-free stuff. And then also, I always put, like, a sprig of, like, cinnamon in there. And I actually bought this new royal cinnamon. It's like a Vietnamese cinnamon. So, and it's really good. So I'm going to put a couple sprigs of that in there. It's got a really like strong cinnamony flavor, but it's very good. I'm like low-key obsessed with cinnamon too. I put it in my coffees, my protein puddings, like everything. So I'm going to froth this up with my hand little mixer. I'm going to get a different one eventually, but we'll use this. It works pretty good actually, so I just do it for a little while. So if you guys want to tell me like what's your favorite color, or like what's one of your guys' favorite movies or something too. I don't know why, but one of my all-time favorite movies is, and it's more of a musical, is Moulin Rouge. And I am a horror fan, like horror movie fan too. So I like a lot of the old school like horror movies, like the Friday the 13th, the Halloweens, It, like the older one. I grew up in the late 70s and 80s, so I'm like an 80s girl. So I like all that kind of older school slasher type horror. Freddy Krueger, like the Elm Street, stuff like that. I do like some of the new age horror movies too, but I don't know. I just, it's the era I was in, and it's just like what I like the 80s kind of stuff. So I kind of watch that kind of stuff too. So anyway, I'm going to pour this in. I frothed it up pretty good. It just, it's to your liking. And the half and half doesn't seem to froth up as good as like some of the creamers, but it's good enough. So I'll pour that in here. And that's almost to the top here. And I'll froth that in together a little bit. That way I get all the flavors in there. And I think I'm going to call that good. It's not totally to the top, but I probably don't need that much, for nighttime anyway. So we're going to call this good. And I'll put the top on there and with my nice, cool new cup. So I got that going. And then I'll just put all the stuff aside. And then, like I said, I'll put the protein pudding like in a different bowl in a little while. So anyway, I just wanted to come on here and just see, talk with you guys more and just give you a couple more things about me that I like or what I like to do, I'm trying to think of some more fun facts about me. Well, you guys already know, like I have the 6 grandkids. I've told you guys, I have 5 granddaughters and 1 grandson. And then I'm married to my wonderful husband, Chad, that's sitting over here. And I have 5 children altogether. We have 5 children altogether. I'll try to go from oldest to youngest. So it would be Cody's the oldest. Then it would be, is it Morgan or Allie is second oldest?
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah, I'm crazy, but anyway, it's Cody, Allison, Morgan, Madeline, and Jesse. Like Jesse's the baby. So it goes from age 35 to, or almost 35, like Cody will be 35 in October, so like 35 to my youngest son just turned 28. So we have 5 kids all together. So we love them all. But of course they're all adults. So, they do their own thing and they have their jobs and their kids or travel or whatever. So, we see them, but we don't see them, but that gives me and Chad time to like travel and stuff too, because we're older, or we bring our older grandkids with us. But once our younger grandkids get old enough to go, then we'll bring them also. But we kind of don't want to, here, I'm going to adjust this a little bit. We kind of don't want to bring our grandkids anywhere until they're at least like 6 or older, because you want to have them like where there's, not self-sufficient, but, like where they'll listen or they'll stay by you, or it's easier for them to do things too on their own and stuff like that. You don't want to bring like a, 1 and 3-year-old that's going to like run off or jump in the water or do, all this crazy stuff. Like it's hard enough as it is. So anyway, but I'm trying to think of some other fun facts. But yeah, that's one thing I love to travel. Like me and my husband love to travel. We've been mostly out west. Like we went to Oregon, I'll get slapped from my best friend Lynn if I say it wrong because she used to live there for years. Um, and we've been to Montana, Wyoming. Like we've been to Devil's Tower. That's like one of my favorite places I've ever visited. It's like that really cool tower type formation in Wyoming. It's really cool. If you can ever go see a monument or a national park thing, go see Devil's Tower because it's like really cool. We've been to Mount Rushmore, South North Dakota, we've been to, well, of course, we go to the UP of Michigan because we live in the lower part of Michigan. So we go to the UP all the time over the Mackinac Bridge. And it's beautiful up there. It's more rustic and more, I mean, there's cute little towns and there's a few bigger cities in the UP, but it's more rustic and it's more naturey, like a lot of just along the beach, water and just trees and things like that. It's really naturey. We like a lot of naturey, like, or out west, like mountainy type scenery and stuff. We're put it this way, we're not more like the big city type couple, like when we go on, we like more like the naturey stuff. I mean, we do like some big city stuff. It just depends, but we do like to see a lot of the nature and stuff like that, and mountains and things like that. So, some of the fun places we've been to in the Upper Peninsula of Michigan, we've been to Tequamanon Falls, which is all these beautiful waterfalls and stuff. We've been to Kitchtikipi. I'm probably not saying it right. It's kind of like this natural spring water lake that you can go on, and it's clear and has all these fish and stuff that you can see. It's really cool. And we've been to what is the water one with the boat travel thing that we went on, that catamaran? What is it called? Picture Rocks. Yeah, we've been to Picture Rocks, which you go on this like kind of canopy or caravan or
Lakeshore.
it's a what? It's kind of like you go on this big boat, a catamaran boat, and it goes along all these pretty rock formations and stuff that's up there, and it's really beautiful. It's on Lake Superior. So that's a really fun trip if you ever want to do. And we've been to like Copper Harbor, which is the very, very tip of the UP. Like, and it's very rustic and very pretty, especially going in the fall. Like there's all these fall tree roads where like there's like canopies of all the colored leaves and stuff like that. That's really pretty. And we've been to Sault Ste. Marie where you see like the boat, what is it? The locks, where the Soo locks, where the boats go in and the water goes down. And so I don't know, there's just a lot in the Upper Peninsula that you would never think. The only place that we haven't been that I want to go to is the Lake of the Clouds, which is in Ontonagon. See, I'm getting my history and my husband telling me the names and stuff. But that's really the only spot in the UP that we haven't been that we really want to. And I still want to travel, to other places like down south and east and stuff. Like I want to go to Maine and Vermont. I haven't been to Tennessee. I want to go to Tennessee and, North, South Carolina, Georgia, stuff like that. I've been to West Virginia and Virginia Beach long ago. I've been to Florida. But yeah, I haven't been to like some of the other places I said, but I just love traveling. And I'm not sure about like Texas and things like that. I haven't been there yet, but I'm not sure if we'll make it to there. But I do want to go to Arizona because one of my best friends, Lynn, lives there. I want to see her. Plus, I want to see the Grand Canyon because I've never seen that. And I do low-key want to go to Nevada to go to Vegas like one time, like because I've always wanted to see Vegas with all the lights and all that. And plus, we have family and stuff that lives there too. And I have a best friend, Heather, that I went to high school with and stuff too, that lives there that I'd like to see. So, I mean, that's one place I'd like to go at least once. I'm trying to think. But yeah, mostly we've been out west and then the Upper Peninsula of Michigan, and of course where we live in Michigan. We're actually bringing our two oldest granddaughters to Wisconsin Dells to a water park sometime coming up. So that'll be fun because we haven't really we've been through Wisconsin, but we haven't like stayed there or anything like that. And we're wanted to see the Wisconsin Dells area because I've heard that's really pretty. So anyway, I guess that's enough Q&A for tonight, but because I want to get drinking my iced coffee before it gets too late. And I'm going to put my protein pudding away and have that as a snack later in the morning or whatever. Because that's the thing with the protein pudding. It's like a full shake. So it's kind of like a meal too. Like you can have it as a meal or you can just eat a little bit of it as like a treat or whatever. And then sometimes I'll put like the sugar-free whipped cream on the top. Or you can put a couple extra like chocolate chips on the top, but they're the zero sugar stuff. So because I'm on a low carb, low, everything low sugar, because I'm diabetic and I am on the Manjaro once a week. I'm on the 5 milligrams still. I do videos of that on Thursday, so you guys can go on my feed and all my videos and see that too, because I do those. And I've been on a weight loss journey with that too. I've so far lost 50 something pounds, but I still want to lose another 20 to 30 pounds. And we're going to see what my A1C is. It's to lower my A1C too. So we're going to try to get that lower because it was 6.4 and I go every 3 months and then I go next week. So if it's lower, then we're going to keep me on the same dose, like the 5 milligram. But if it's still kind of staying at the same thing, then we're going to up it to the 7.5. So we'll see how it goes after my appointment next Tuesday. So we'll go from there. But anyway, I hope you guys have a wonderful evening. And, if you have any questions or if you want to comment or give me some of your answers on some of the Q&A that I did, like your colors or where you've been and stuff like that. I just like to get to know some of the people that follow me and stuff like that. And it would just be kind of fun. And I'll do some more of it later on. But for right now, I think that's good. So I will let you guys have a nice rest of your evening. And I will talk to you sometime, probably tomorrow. Okay, love you guys. Bye now.